Hey everyone, and welcome to the weekly roundup for EVE Echoes for the week ending the 4th of November 2023. In these videos we just quickly go through the patch notes, the developer Q&A and any other relevant news to the game that's happened throughout the past week. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with this week's patch notes. Don't worry, there's not a great deal to go through. There's some stuff for sovereignty owners with the Citadel maintenance system upgrade, a New Eden store update whereby we now see classified free gravitational wave graphs added to the daily special points store. That's a bit of a mouthful right there. And a nanocore update, the Science C neon gas core can now be upgraded to the AI core. Yay if you happen to have a Science C and you can afford that core, but otherwise nothing big there. We also have the usual optimizations, valuation based on transaction record, yada yada yada. There's not much to go through here, but what we do have is added an account verification feature for the Discord community. We'll get to that one later. And by later, I mean right now. So as you'll see in-game, as referred to by the patch notes, we now have this on the event page. What this is a way for us to link our Discord accounts with our EVE Echoes in-game ID. We can only link one in-game character to a Discord account, so it's best off that you choose your mains for this. And if you do this, you do get some upfront rewards just for linking your account. Now, if the buttons don't seem to work for you, head over to Ashiv's channel. He has done a video where he actually does a quick run through of what buttons to press in what order. Apparently it's not particularly what's the word that I'm looking for here? Intuitive. There we go. That's the word. It's not particularly intuitive. I myself haven't done it yet. I'm kind of on the fence at the moment. I've seen what happens when people link too many things to their Discord accounts, and I'm just erring on the side of caution. But I'm not telling you to all avoid doing this. Do it if you want. I'm just very, 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 very cautious when it comes to these things. But anyway, moving on to the next topic. We have what is technically our Halloween event for this year, and that is the New Eden store where we can buy the Grimace skins. As of recording this video right now, there doesn't appear to be an actual in-game event to take part in to earn a couple of freebie Grimace skins and do something fun. All we have is the in-game store, and it's nagging at me that much that I'm probably going to be doing a ramble video about this very topic, so stay tuned. And next up we have the regular weekly Plex report. Plex is now at 7 million ISK. Yeah, that's right, 7 million ISK per Plex. And if I bring up the calculator on my phone ever so quickly, that is 1.19 billion ISK to get basic Omega on your characters. So yeah, the price is still continuing to creep up. I honestly can't remember what it was last week, but it probably was around this mark. Well, anyway, yeah, Plex is continuing to climb, and it has no signs of going back down again. So now we'll move on to the developer Q&A. Now this is the Q&A that was released earlier this week, so there's a high probability that you've already read it. But if you haven't, or you want to hear somebody else's thoughts on it, feel free to listen along. So, question number 1. Can you please add more things to the way an alliance works? I think it would be useful for alliances to have their own wallet, alliance officers, and an alliance market for everyone in the alliance to use. This would be important because right now all the corporations have to share the burdens between them all, and it would be easier for the alliance to have a set place for military and buyback operations. The answer is we can do further optimizations to the corp feature, but currently we do not have plans to adjust the alliance. We will take your feedback into consideration for future updates. Thank you a lot. Now, what I'd like to see personally, I wouldn't want all of that, but an alliance marketplace whereby you can actively buy and sell things in the corporation citadels. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Save us all going over to NPC stations. As for the rest of it, NetEase have made it quite clear with how they've structured this game that this is meant to be more corporation focused as opposed to alliance. That's why every single update that we seem to have at the moment has new corporation structures, the new corporation technology tree, the corporation missions. NetEase wants us to focus on being a corporation and not grouping the corporations together into a mega alliance. So anyway, let's move on to question number 2. We got long-range combat often these days, and turrets can hit immediately, even its range is 500 to 600 kilometers. But missiles and drones have flight speed for it, so we have to wait until 30 to 40 seconds. I have an idea of this. 1. Make turret ammo's flight speed. 2. Make missile torpedoes' flight velocity much faster and decrease flight time. And add missile flight velocity bonuses for missile guidance computer, so it can have its range equal than previous. I really hope this suggestion becomes true. Thanks for reading long words. Yeah, this is another example of where NetEase have chosen suggestions as part of the Q&A. It really, really bugs me just seeing this. I mean, good for you. You got your monthly Duo Omega out of this, but NetEase, you know what questions are. Please pick questions. Anyway, the answer. We appreciate your feedback and understand your concerns. Rest assured we will discuss internally to see if we can make these changes or introduce more module options for players to choose from. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if just making everything move faster is the solution that we want here. I understand the awkwardness around it, the delayed weapon time. It's like in the PvP video that I had released this week. I could see that every time I launched a volley of torpedoes towards my enemy target, that target would be dead before the torpedoes actually got there. So I can understand the need for faster, more instantly applied damage, but I don't think we need it. I mean, there's a balance in this game for a reason. Anyway, let's zoom out so it will let me move on to the next Q&A page. There we go. I lost my words then, as well as the ability to move across. Alright, so question number 3. Greetings developers. When is it planned to add the ability to set up fort posts for capsuleers in low sec and high sec? And is this planned at all? Installing such stations in these systems would significantly increase online players and make this part of the New Eden more attractive to new players. Thank you. Answer is, players can already do it in some low-sec systems. Yeah, we can already put capsuleer outposts in low-sec systems. You just need, friends around you to actually actively defend it. We have also considered similar options for high-sec, but there are no immediate plans to open this up as a feature for now. Yeah, the problem with having structures in high-sec is, as it stands at the moment, there is no way to destroy anything that is anchored in high sec. So if everybody started anchoring outposts in high sec, as it is right now, we'd have every single high sec system maxed out with capsuleer outposts running PI for free. Yeah, the PI yield isn't as high as you'd get in low sec and null sec, but it's guaranteed safety, and many people just wouldn't worry about it. And there's no way to actually shoot those capsuleer outposts down, because we don't even have a war declaration system in game yet, so we couldn't even destroy these in high sec. They'd just be stuck there forever, and PI prices would just crash through the floor. So yeah, let's move on to the 4th and final question. Introduce a non-player character, NPC, market buyer system where players can sell their in-game items for a guaranteed profit based on a fixed percentage. It should be a guaranteed price because you can't guarantee profit. Creating an accessible option for all players. To maintain balance, limit the number of sales per week, allowing players to choose between commendations and NPC market sales. Oh, I like that. This encourages thoughtful decision making. Diversify in-game market dynamics by designating specific regions for this new market. This approach fosters regional trade hubs and ITCs, enhancing economic diversity. Implement a peer-to-peer transporting contract to enable secure goods transport between regions, providing new opportunities for traders and haulers, enriching the in-game economy. I like the sounds of that. The ability to say, okay, I don't rat, I don't go and get 50 million ISK ticks 10 times a week, so I'm going to exchange my 10 Concord commendations for the ability to sell things to the NPC market for a decent price. I like the sounds of that. And of course, being able to tie it into moving around between different trade hubs and ITCs. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, we need more moving around. We need more of a reason to go to different stations, to different trade hubs, and to actually have to move things from A to B. But let's have a look at the answer anyway. So, hi there. We've been thinking about the events related to the market and our economic system. Thank you for reaching out to us with your idea. We will definitely consider your suggestion and see if we can incorporate it into our game. I'm starting to get a bit of a deja vu with these answers. Let's just have a look at the previous couple. So, the last one was we have considered but no immediate plans. This one is thank you for reaching out. We will definitely consider your suggestion. There seems to be a lot of suggestion-based questions nowadays, don't there? Thank you for your feedback, and we will take your feedback into consideration. Yeah, for the most part, we aren't really getting much in the way of answers nowadays with the developer Q&As, are we? These are mostly just thank you for your feedback, thank you for your suggestions, and we will consider it sometime in the future. Have Q&As changed? I seem to recall getting more nitty-gritty information, like hints as to what's coming up in them. I don't know, is it just me? Let me know in the comment section below. Is it just me? Am I expecting more out of the Q&As than I remember there being? Anyway, let's not ramble on too much. Thanks again for listening, everyone. If you haven't hit that magical subscribe button already, feel free to do so. We are trying to get this channel up to 500 subscribers so I can make yet another push to try and get into the official content creator program. I have made many pushes to get my application pushed through, both through Carry and now Cartly. I don't know, there seems to be an invisible brick wall surrounding this channel. So let's make ourselves more appealing, shall we? Hit that subscribe button. And until the next video, fly casual in New Eden.